let's just jump into this tutorial, shall we? So I've been loving moisturizing and taking care of my face. I hope you guys are doing the same, taking care of yourself during this whole pandemic, and I hope you're staying safe. So first product, obviously I'm going to prime my face, and I'm using the Thinlizzy primer. This is actually the first time I'm using this primer, and it is pore refining, so kind of filled my pores quite nicely and gave me a really good base. A lot of the eyeshadows I'm going to be using in this look, actually all of the eyeshadows, are all from Juvias Place. I really wanted the opportunity to kind of play with their eyeshadows, so I hope you guys enjoyed the look. I really enjoyed it. As always, I'm just setting my primer with a loose powder using the ABH Banana Loose Powder. And this is the look we're going to be recreating on the other eye. Nice cut crease, really easy to do actually. I'm using the Plouise base, and I'm going to set that as my all over base. I'm going to be using that base quite a lot today, and another shade from Plouise, but I'm using it to carve out my brows. Obviously we're in lockdown, so I haven't been able to get my brows done, so I'm gonna fake it until we make it. Okay, so I'm patting that all over my lid and ensuring that it is nice and smooth, so no creases or anything. And then I'm just blending out any harsh edges, just so that there is no kind of like creasing with the colors. So we're starting off with the Juvias Place Chocolates palette. This is one of their mini palettes, and the colors in this palette just spoke to me, guys. Like literally every single color in this palette is just absolutely stunning. So I'm going in with the first shade, and this is a deep matte chocolate brown color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start packing that into my crease, and I'm literally just taking my time to blend that gently into my crease and build up the intensity. You really don't want to rush this process, and you really don't want to use a heavy blending brush. You kind of want to use something that's really fine and precise to really place the color in the right place. You don't really want to spread it everywhere. You kind of want to have it controlled. And then I'm going in with the brown shade. This is more like a rich, warm, matte color, and I'm going to use that to blend the edges of the first shade we laid down. Again, just in little circular motions. You kind of don't want to rush it. You want to build up the intensity. You want to ensure that it is blending out the edges of that first color. And then I'm going to dip into the Festival palette. This one is really stunning. I haven't used this palette, but I really do enjoy the color story. And we're going to be reaching into that gorgeous orange shade. So that color is called Ofala. And I'm also going to be using the Zulu palette by Juvias Place. And I'm going to be using that bright yellow shade in the middle. I'm just going to use that to blend the edge of Ofala that comes from the Festival palette. So using Ofala, I'm just gently blending out that warm brown, reddish brown color we laid down, the color that we used to blend out the first shade. And I'm using a really detailed brush to do this. And then I'm using that yellow shade to further blend out the edges of it and give it a more softer effect. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like it's pretty fast, but trust me, there was a lot of blending involved. Once you're happy with the intensity of it, you want to go ahead and cut your crease. So I went ahead, did that off camera, and then I'm going to apply that base again, the base from Plouise in the same 05, and I am taking my time to really carve out my crease. I have a really foldy, as I like to call it, foldy crease, so I tend to cut my crease just slightly above the natural folds of my eye. Again, I'm patting that base and just ensuring that there's no crease or anything. And then what I'm going to use as an olive lid color is this gorgeous warm tan color. It's just a really stunning shade, and I'm using that to really pat my lid, and I'm applying it all over. So this has more like a yellow undertone, and what I really like about this shade is that it's got specks of shimmer in it, so it is very pretty. And then I'm using the Rumor 08, and what I'm doing is I'm really trying to create a wing liner, just so that when I apply my eyeshadow on it, it will be really, really intense. So I'm mimicking like a proper wing liner moment, so that the eyeshadow knows exactly where it needs to go to when I want to apply it. And then going back into the mini palette, I'm going to apply the shade, it's more like a matte brown, but this one has more like a gray undertone to it. And I'm really, really packing that color, like really taking my time to pack it. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and apply another liner on top of the wing eye, and I'm using this shimmer base from Plouise. In hindsight, I probably would have used a normal base and then probably reached for another palette that has more of a shimmer color, because this was a pain in the ass, honestly, to really pack on. It just wasn't playing ball as well as I wanted, and it just took too long to actually get it looking nice and intense. Moving on to my face, I'm gonna mix these two shades to create my perfect base. It is slightly darker, but with everything else I'm going to put on top, so my highlighter, the powder, the concealer, it's going to be fine. And then I'm using my Color Drain beauty sponge to really blend that into the skin. And I'm ensuring to really blend that down my neck as well. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to use that Plouise base again, and I'm going to use it as my concealer and highlighter, if you like. I'm using it to really brighten my under eye. And with this product, you really just want to take your time to really pat it in. Better to use a flat foundation brush. I've tried using a sponge, but all it did was absorb the product. So using a sponge really puts the product in place. And I'm just gently applying that, ensuring it's fully blended. And then I'm going back to finish my eye, and I'm using that first shade again, and I'm applying that on my lower lash line. And I'm applying it first before I even do anything to my waterline, just so that I can get the color looking really, really intense. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go back into the Festival palette and use that red shade to really diffuse the edges of the brown and just ensure that it's fully blended and there's no harsh lines. So after just blending the edges of the base, I'm just going to set my under eye, and I'm using the Juvias Place setting powder, the Iron Magic setting powder in Gobi. I'm just going to use a brush to apply that. Again, I don't want to bake because that base is really, really light anyway, but I do want to set it in place. I am, however, going to bake all the other areas of my face that I didn't apply any concealer or highlighter or anything, just because I still want to have a bit of brightness to my face, but I don't want to apply any other concealer. Hope that makes sense. And then for my waterline, I'm just going in with just a black eyeliner pencil. I think this one is the Sophia's eyeliner from Revlon in Midnight Mystery, maybe. And then for my bronzer, contour, you know, the same thing in my book. I'm using the Morphe Glamour Bronze Bronzer in Phenom. I love this stuff. It gives me the nicest type of chiseling. I really went in to chisel my cheeks and kind of like camouflage my double chin. All the food and everything at home is just giving me a double chin, so I really need to hide it in my videos. But it's nice and beautiful. It gives my face that warmth and that structure that matches the base that we used. And then to set the rest of my face, other than underneath my eye, I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm blending that. Now, all the products that I've used in this video will be listed in the description box as always. For my highlighter, I'm using the Born to Glow highlighter from NYX. I love this stuff. It's very pigmented, and literally a little bit goes a long way. And I really wanted to give myself a really nice glow to go with the eye look. And I'm applying that on the highest point of my cheekbones, underneath my lip area, and just, you know, all the nice places that I just want to have a little bit more oomph. My blush, I'm going to be using the Juvias Place the Saharan Blush 1 palette. And I'm going to use that gorgeous orange shade to really just brighten up my face. It goes really nicely with the whole makeup. And nowadays I just like to apply my blush on top of my highlighter because it just gives it a nicer type of shift, and it makes it look like it's all blended into my skin. And now I'm going to apply lashes. So first of all, I'm applying my mascara, and this one is from Maybelline. Absolutely love this mascara, and this is the Falsies mascara. I use it in almost every video. Absolutely love it. I probably need to get a new one. And then I'm using these lashes. They're called Akwaaba lashes from Beautyfrique. And to line my lips, I'm using the Makeup Academy lip pencil in Obsession. I am completely obsessed. I've got backups of this lip pencil. For me, it's a good dupe for MAC Chestnut, and it just goes so well with every single lip color. And then I'm applying this liquid lipstick from Gurllll Cosmetics. I think it's Boss Lady, I think. If not, just check the description box for the name. I love it. Nice chocolate brown color, really pretty. And then on top of it, I'm going to be applying this lip gloss. No, this Supreme Lip Cream from Gurllll Cosmetics in Seduction, I believe. Again, it will be listed down below, guys. Like, lip products, I love them, but honestly, to remember the names, I'm like, girl. And this is the final look, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video. All the accessories I'm wearing are from Liltub's Creations. The necklace, the earrings, everything's from Liltub's, and it goes so well with this look. It kind of gives me like that African vibe. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you're keeping safe. Please make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, share it, and please tag Juvias Place. Let them know that your girl exists. And I guess I will catch you guys in a future video. Remember, God doesn't like ugly, so be nice to someone today, and I will catch you guys very soon.